Product liability, what does that mean? Product liability means that something has been created or manufactured that because of a defect in the design or the defect in the manufacturing of it, or sometimes because of improper use and improper instructions of use, someone gets injured. Sometimes they can be relatively small cases. Sometimes they can be class action cases worth millions and millions and billions of dollars. My name is Mike Ashworth. I'm the head of the Personal Injury Division for Worth Law Office. We have offices throughout Oklahoma. I've been an attorney now for almost 40 years come this October. An example of a products liability case that was just horrific I worked on, it was back in the 1990s, was a design of a pickup made by a famous American manufacturer. And this particular pickup had what they called side saddle fuel tanks. And what happened was, if you had a T-bone collision, which we're all familiar with, if you had a T-bone collision on the driver's side, the likelihood was you were going to get that side saddle fuel tank, and there were people that were literally burned to death in automobile cases because of that tank. And it resulted in a major, major, major products liability lawsuit because there were documents available to indicate that that was foreseeable, that it was known that there could be a risk. So there was a balancing done at the corporate level. If you're injured by a product, then you need to let us know. And those products can range from a variety of things. I gave you that example. Another example would be let's say for example, a kitchen appliance. And the kitchen appliance is improperly designed with a metal for the blades of the blender that are not up to the rigors of the RPM speed. And one day what happens is that metal, when you're sitting there just grinding up some ice, flies loose and causes some kind of result. Or what happens if you have a highly flammable blanket. You order something on TV, a comforter or something like that, it's by a heat source in the wintertime and bursts into flames. That could be an example of a products liability case. So these are cases that are much more involved and much more complicated than the average case, and you need someone who has experience. This is not someone to take to someone who's been out of law school just long enough to figure out how to hang their law diploma. So if you have anything that happens like that, or anything that happens in the law in general, like I said, been around a while, give us a call and we'll be happy to try to answer any of your legal questions. If we can't get you settled in, then we'll get you to someone who can. Tulsa Personal Injury Lawyer.pro 918-924-5528.